What's up, tubers? Scotty P here. It is Super Bowl Sunday. It's finally here. After weeks and weeks of hard work. As I've said, I'm a potato chip guy, so this is a busy time for me, football season in general, but especially when the Super Bowl comes along and, you know, playoffs. Playoffs, yeah. Not to say that I've been talking about it a lot lately, because it's, you know, been busy. Not that I'm complaining. I prefer to be busy. I'm a sit behind the desk guy, otherwise I'd be an engineer right now. That's what I went to school for. But I'm a sled dog, folks. I'd just rather do physical work and be busy. I'd rather be busy. A day goes by quick. I hate boredom. I really just can't stand being bored. Gonna go out. Anyway, before I get off on a tangent, I'm smoking my Strombach Meerschaum straight billiard 9mm pipe. I love this pipe, I really do. I just got it. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. In it, smoking some, for the first time, Dunhill Ready Rubbed. And we'll talk about Dunhill in a few minutes. Got something else I want to talk to you about first. So, let me put this down and I'm going to show you the pipe that started it all. As I've said, I tried smoking pipes back in 2014, and it didn't stick. And I'm coming up on almost a year now of since I started, well, right around, was International Pipe Smoking Day. That was when I put together my first order. So anyway, back in 2014, my grandmother from Munich passed away, and in her house, going through all her stuff and everything like that, she was a serious hoarder. I found a few pipes. I found a cob, which I wish I'd kept, although I didn't, unless I'm just not finding it amongst the stuff. Got boxes and boxes of stuff when I moved. Anyway, I found this Dr. Graybo Lark, and it's a little tiny pipe, and it's also the first pipe that I kind of started working on when I was learning how to restore pipes. So this thing was in horrible condition, and I'm not sure if this is my grandfather's. No one really knows whether it was my grandfather's pipe or if it was my uncle's pipe. My uncle lives in Texas, who no one really talks to. That's a different story. I'm not going to get into that. He's just not a good guy. He just isn't. He's not like the rest of my family. I'm lucky. I have a great family. I really do. I'm blessed with that. So, and I never take it for granted. But anyway, back to the pipe. This little Dr. Graybo Lark. It's kind of a, you know, it's got some carvings in it. So when I was going through, it's the first thing that I learned how to do an ebonite stem on, and this came out pretty good. It was back before I had a buffing wheel, so I did this all by hand. I was pretty happy with it. It's got a little, can I get out? It's pretty stuck right now. Little stinger, which all the pipes that I've had, other than this, that had a stinger, I've taken them right out, but I don't smoke this one that often. It's just something I'm going to never get rid of. When I went to go polish this pipe, and you can see all the little different rustication in there, the carvings and such, I went to wax it. Of course, all the dried wax in there were just white, with you know, the rest of it being nice and shiny and stuff like that. And a little research. I love to research stuff. I really do. If I get into something, I just try and find out everything I can about it. So I found some videos on this kind of stuff. Excuse me. And a good little tip was a toothbrush. So I started with a soft bristled toothbrush to get in there and scrub some of that wax and kind of get that to shine. The soft bristles didn't really do the job, so I got a medium bristled toothbrush, and went to town on with that. Now, it didn't scratch up the rest of the pipe, but it did get that wax out of there, the buildup out of there real nice. So there's a nice little tip for you. Another little thing about ebonite stems, I got this from Andy, Gnome the Tube, who was a wealth of information and just starting to get into making his own pipes. So check out his stuff. He did a great job on a billiard, really great job. He recommended using beeswax lip chapstick. and on the ebonite, and that'll keep it from oxidizing too quickly. And I've tried it, and it works great. So cheers to you, Andy. That's an awesome tip, an absolutely awesome tip. So let me get this relit here. I was doing so good with the first light. It was going, but I'm doing a lot of talking here. So turn that down. I'm listening to some Dream Theater. I'm in the mood for a little prog rock, a little balls and chunk, as Portnoy would say. Good stuff, this Rubby Rub. It is an aromatic. It's not an aromatic like you'd think it is. It's just, you know, it's cased. It's heavily topped, I guess you'd call it. It's got a little berryish kind of. If you left smashed grapes on the pavement for a few days, kind of smell to it. Almost blackberryish. Good, nice aroma, and the truck note is excellent. So, back to talking too much. There we go. Let's talk about Dunhill, because you've seen some videos lately. I have. I'm sure you have, and they've been talking about it for as long as I've been smoking a pipe here. That Dunhill's going away, and now it finally seems that it is over. If you haven't seen any of these videos, I'd suggest Mike, Babyface Hugh. Trying to think of his channel name. I get to know your names and then I forget your channel names. If you haven't seen Babyface Hugh's video on it, ooh, I'm already charring the top of this. Ew, gross. He did a video about Dunhill going away and also about Briar Report, which is an awesome tip. And Briar Report's a cool website, so if you haven't checked that out, check out Mike's video. But it kind of seems like the end is here, and that Dunhill isn't making any more tobacco. So I kind of did some thinking on it, and I said, well, there's really only a few Dunhills that if it went away, it is, and who knows if someone's going to pick it up. It'd be great if somebody picked it up and started making it, but probably it seems like that's not going to be the case. See if I can get my pipe going so you don't have to watch me light this thing all the time. There's three that I really like. Elizabethan mixture, not my top, but I really enjoy Elizabethan mixture, as do a lot of people. But then there's Dunhill Flake, which I really like, and Dunhill Dark Flake. So I kind of thought about it, and I put a little thought to it, because I said, well, I'm going to make a little order, but I don't want to go nuts, because do I need Dunhill for the rest of my life? No. I mean, they're not my top tobaccos, but I know down the road I'd be kicking myself in the butt saying, well, why didn't you order some more of this when you had the chance and you knew about it? It's not like it just went away and boom, it was a surprise. So I put a little order together with Eddie at the Pipe Nook. And I kind of put some thought to it and said, okay, well, how can I get 6 to 10 years worth out of this? Because I don't smoke it all the time. I definitely don't. There's a lot of blends that I like that probably aren't going away, even if the deeming regulations go into effect, which it doesn't seem like they are either. It's a whole different topic. Let's say I smoke 1 to 2 bowls of each blend a month, which is probably on the high side, because there's a lot of stuff that I enjoy, and I'm still learning about new tobaccos, so, I don't smoke it every day. So it's not really that bad. So I kind of figured, well, if I had a tin of each per year and a half, that if I bought a couple tins of each, and I already had a couple tins of Elizabethan, I had a tin of Dunhill Flake and a couple tins of Dark Flake in my cellar, what do I really need to put together? Oh, Navy Flake, Deluxe Navy Rolls. That was the other one. Boom. So I put together a little order of Dunhill Flake, Dark Flake, and Navy Rolls. So I got a couple of each, which puts me up to about, depending on the blend, 4 or 5 of each. So with that in mind, that should last me for a good long while, and even enough to trade. It's not the end of the world, folks. It really isn't. It may be for some folks. I know that Bradley at Stuffing Things is building up his Elizabethan mixture cellar because he really loves that stuff. So for me, not the end of the world, but at least I know I gave it a shot. So on the positive, folks, there's so many blends out there. So, you know, if you can't live without Dunhill, sorry, but you know, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Anyway, folks, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Game's going to be on in an hour and a half. So I'm going to go let my dad's dogs out and make a little dinner. Enjoy the game. Cheers, folks. I'll talk to you soon. Scotty P. Salute.